to Mariah Carey, who apparently, according to some people, got that Video Vanguard Award out of pity. Because I still stand on it. I'm like, Mariah Carey had a couple of cute music videos, but she was not that girl when it came to Video Vanguard and visuals and all the other stuff. It was always about the song. It was always about the vocals. It was always about, her pen game and all that other stuff. The visuals and stuff, she didn't really start getting into that, in my opinion, until like the Honey era, when she really started doing like the jet skis and the high profile visual videos and stuff. And I think she probably was inspired by a lot of the extravagant stuff that Diddy was doing in his music videos. So she might have got inspired by a lot of that as well. Because Diddy was doing a lot of that, you know, over the top, extravagant, popping champagne, glitz and glamour, like doing those crazy type of videos. But anyway, so y'all seen the performance. I don't think we need to windmill as hard on Mariah as we've been doing. We've been windmilled on her enough. I mean, I might have to throw a dagger or two. It might just slip out. If it does, I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm sorry. But so yeah, so people are actually wondering because she was running around here wobbling across the stage like she was C damn 3PO from Star Wars. And people were wondering after she was performing that medley if she got issues with her physicality, like what's going on with her legs. And um one people said that her voice was as powerful as ever, although word on the curb was she was lip syncing. But then again, who wasn't lip syncing that night? It seemed like everybody to me was lip syncing except Youngblood and Steven Tyler. But it seemed like everybody was lip syncing for their life, like y'all was trying to be the next, I guess, go up. Y'all were up for elimination on the episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. So now a chorus of concern quickly erupted on Twitter during Carrie's performance at the Sunday, September 7th ceremony, with one person saying, quote, Mariah Carey is looking like it's super painful for her to walk and move. Is she okay? One person wondered why another asked Mariah Carey okay? She seems a little off. Child, she always been a little off, quiet as it's kept. Y'all just ain't been paying attention. Another person said, why doesn't Mariah Carey's body move when she performs? A third person noted, well, a fourth side, my girl doesn't even try anymore, and I'm okay with that. She is the Mariah Carey. I'm sorry. But I come from a time where I have high standards for my artists. I feel like if you're gonna continue to do this situation, you don't ain't no half stepping. Sorry. You don't go and say, oh, someone's put in the work for 3 decades, or this person's been doing it for 40 years. Give them a break. If Madonna ass got up on that damn stage and gave lackluster, I'd read her too. And y'all know I'm a Madonna fan. I'm not expecting her to be up in here and doing the Give It To Me choreography at 67. But um I do expect her to give me some showmanship. I do expect her to get up there and actually give me at least 85%. But then again, Madonna is not going to give you 85%. Madonna going to give you 110, even if she is 110. So Mariah just get up there like, oh, I'm a grand dame. I'm the diva. I'm just gonna stand here and be grand. Just like, okay, that's cute. I get the diva dome. I live for it. It's funny. It's cute. It's entertaining. But when you get up on a stage and you perform it, and people are spending, and I'm talking beyond the VMAs. If you're gonna get up on the stage and people are spending lots of money, and y'all already know with Ticketmaster's greedy asses, tickets ain't cheap. If I'm spending $1,700 to come see your ass live, front row seat, you better give me something. I need a 1-2 step with your yang, 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 yang. I need a little something. You're not just going, dun, 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 dun. You're not going to give me that waddling across the stage while giving me nothing. And even not putting no effort into, oh, he's type dangerous. Like doing that. And then, when they try to do the little choreography, and then even the point when she tried to do this fake slap of Bianca, like, that's not even a slap. I told you I've seen better slaps on a RuPaul Drag Race challenge. And that's what you're giving me? So, they said after her medley, a super fan by the name of Ariana Grande presented the Dream Lover songstress with her first ever Moon Man trophy. And that's when Mariah went on and said, I can't believe I'm getting my first VMA tonight, which is funny because I'm like, if she is this video vanguard type queen that y'all made her out to be, which no shade, I do agree. I do feel like this was given out of pity because how do you win no VMAs, but you get a video vanguard? So clearly, y'all didn't value her as a music video artist back in the day. But because we're at a point now, and I don't think they realized we were going to get to this point where music videos haven't become as a prominent fixture because of social media, because of the way that I grew up, and I'm sure some of y'all who are watching this have grown up. We had to go and run over at 5 o'clock to see the Madonna Frozen music video simultaneously because that's when it was airing. These days is not, you don't have to rush to go watch a music video. There's times where it's like, okay, I'm busy, I'll catch it later. I'll put it in the queue, and when I have the time, I'll watch it. So music videos don't carry that same cultural significance that it did back in the day when we didn't have that many options, when social media wasn't a thing. And back when social media was a thing, Mariah was putting out cute videos or whatever, but it wasn't at the standard of the type of artists that we value back in the day. The Michael Jacksons, the Janet Jacksons, the Madonnas, the Princes, those who actually put the Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys and Eminem even put in, like spectacle and stuff in his music videos. His videos told a story. He did like comedy stuff. Even Weird Al Yankovic was like real prominent in the type of videos that he would put together back in the day. So when there was certain artists that really took the time and put just as much effort into their music videos as in their live performances and understood how that whole world worked, Mariah wasn't given that. She had a couple of videos where it was like, okay, this is the TRL era. So now you got to kind of play into that because you want those fans, you want to still kind of, if you're young enough where you could pander enough to that fan base, because 20 years ago, Mariah was in her 30s. So she still was in that situation where she could placate to the TRL audience. But I don't think she was really that into the whole music video thing, except when it was around the TRL era. So she also said that she was in therapy and taking medication for bipolar 2 disorder. So I'm wondering if that's why she's kind of been, because like half-assing it. Maybe it's the bipolar medication because they said after her breakdown in 2001, and I'm really hoping that. Speaking of people who had a breakdown, because remember we had that with Lil Nas X. I hope he's not having a bipolar diagnosis type situation. So hopefully he gets the help that he needs because but yeah, back in 2001, she they said after the breakdown, she kept the news a secret until a 2018 interview where she confessed, I didn't want to believe it. Until recently, I lived in denial and isolation and in constant fear someone would expose me. I was too heavy a burden to carry, and I simply couldn't do this anymore. I sought and received treatment. I put positive people around me, and I got back to doing what I love, writing songs and making music. The Songbird said that that she is in therapy and taking medication, and also said, I'm just in a really good place right now where I'm comfortable discussing my struggles with bipolar 2 disorder. I'm hopeful we can get it to a place where the stigma is lifted from people going through anything alone. It can be incredibly isolating. It does not have to define you, and I refuse to allow it to define me or control me. So, um, then so with all of that being said, now people are just wondering if she's having, we already know that the mental health situation, she's got that on lock apparently, but people are wondering if there's any physical health issues that's going on. So they said in a March Reddit thread, a user claimed they heard the Queen of Christmas was suffering from fibromyalgia and arthritis. Fibromyalgia is the same thing that Lady Gaga has, but Miss Mamas is in great physical shape now. She's dancing and jumping around on stage, and she's able to do the things she wants to do. So, if there is a way to help cure the fibromyalgia type situation, I would definitely look into that. But wait, where was I? Oh, they said the former is a long-term condition that causes widespread muscle pain throughout the body, as well as fatigue. While Carey has never addressed the issue, others thought something was definitely going on with her health, saying we don't know exactly what it is, but the underlying feeling is that this is not like her, especially in recent years. She recently She doesn't have a bad attitude and she's not an ungrateful kind of person. So something is off and I'm worried. This is according to one fan. And another person, I think, said, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Stuff happens as you age. I also wonder often if she has psychomotor impairment, which is an effect of bipolar stuff. Anyone with eyes can see there's something wrong physically. She's stiff as hell and can barely move, as opposed to how she used to run around on stage. And don't give me she's 55. That is not old. As to what's wrong, that's just speculation. None of us knows. This is according to a third fan. And yeah, that's so true because Ricky Martin is what, 52? Was just running, jumping around and doing all that dos, tres, una, Maria, like doing all of that stuff, all that jumping around and the dancing, the choreography, do all of that at 50, 52, 53. Madonna was running around on stage up until she was 60, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, out dancing her 20-year-old fans. Sidebar, shout out to Cloud, who y'all probably remember from Daniel Cloud Campos, who used to dance with her during the Confessions tour, and I think he did the tour after that. Um, he turned 40. I'm like, damn, I feel old. I used to have a thing for Cloud back in the day. But anyway, so who didn't I have a thing? um, so yeah, and then so yeah, Madonna was running around up until she was in her 60s, dancing crazy and stuff once they do all kinds of physical stuff. Jennifer Lopez, say what you want about her, and we have on this show, but the girl she don't know, Jennifer, was running around recently in her tour overseas, dancing and doing all kinds of crazy choreography and stuff. So yes, 55 is not old. You could say, I mean, yeah, it'll hurt the next day. You're not going to be able to recover like you used to when you was in your 20s and 30s. But at 55, 56, whatever the case is, in your mid 50s, you can still do the things. But it does kind of make me wonder, maybe there is some kind of physical ailments because of from the medication that she's taking for the bipolar 2 disorder. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding Mariah Carey? Do you think that a lot of is it laziness? Do you think that because that's what a lot of us was saying? Okay, she ain't even trying no more. She just being lazy. She just getting up there thinking, like, I'm just gonna dilly dally, and y'all gonna eat it up. But the children are reading you, Miss Mama. So I definitely want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Definitely hit me up and let me know what your thoughts are on this story in the comments down below.